When deciding where to stay in Mykonos, the big question visitors need to ask is whether to stay in Mykonos Town, the center of most nightlife, shopping, and restaurants, or near one of the many great beaches. One smart approach is to stay in Mykonos Town and to make day trips to beaches, then return to town in the late afternoon to enjoy the evening when Mykonos Town really comes alive. If you prefer a quieter, more secluded stay, you'll likely want to select a hotel by the beach. Overall, the best place to stay for partying is Mykonos Town, with its bars and nightclubs. Families may prefer Ornos or Platis Gialos, and for romance and honeymoons, stay in Ioannis, Psarou, or Mykonos Town, though pretty much every town is perfect for a romantic holiday. When determining which part of the island to stay in, it can be helpful to consider whether you are planning to use public buses, taking taxis, or driving a rental car to get around. If you are taking buses, they run regularly and late from the main beaches to and from Mykonos Town, so it's easy to stay in one spot and enjoy the other. Taxis are an option, but there are only 30 of them on the island of Mykonos, so call in advance to schedule a pickup or use the island's cheap, comfortable, and reliable public bus system. The airport is located 3 kilometers from Mykonos Town. To get from the airport to your hotel, always arrange for private transfer through your hotel or a pre-booked service like welcome pickups, as waiting for a taxi during high season is very time-consuming. Your driver will be waiting for you with a sign with your name on it, and the cost is similar to that of a taxi. Visitors arriving on ferries from Athens or other islands arrive to the new Ornos ferry port, which is near to Mykonos Town. There are more details about arriving to the Mykonos ferry port and airport on our website, santorinidave.com. Mykonos Town features the greatest concentration of hotels and accommodation. Also known as the Hora, the island capital is a charming tangle of narrow pedestrian-only streets, a real pleasure to get lost in. The historic core is densely packed with guest houses, hotels, restaurants, and bars. Tavernas dot the waterfront, and there are 2 bona fide shopping streets, lined with local and international fashion boutiques, art stores, and touristy shops. The Little Venice area is a dense cluster of waterside bars and a favorite gathering place at sunset, as are the picturesque Cycladic Cato Milli windmills. A couple of worthwhile museums and an open-air cinema add to the town's attractions. And there are excellent bus connections to the beaches and interior villages of the island. Just 3.4 kilometers south of Mykonos Town, Ornos Beach is one of the busiest beaches on the island. The streets around it are dotted with boutique hotels and guest houses, and its white sand is densely lined with sun loungers. Half a dozen or so seafood restaurants are found immediately next to the beach, with a few more in the near vicinity. Ornos features a sheltered bay, and the shallow, calm water is popular with families. There are lots of buses to and from Mykonos Town, and some of them keep going to Ioannis Beach. Ornos is also the starting point for the water taxi to Platis Gialos, Paraga, Paradise, and Super Paradise beaches. Platis Gialos is the best beach on Mykonos for a mix of restaurants, low-key nightlife, hotels, and good sand, located 4 kilometers south of Mykonos Town. It's got something for everyone. Families come here for the calm waters and white sand, the young, trendy crowd heads for the hip beach bars, and everyone comes here to eat. The beach is lined with back-to-back restaurants serving everything from Greek standards and seafood to sophisticated fusion. It's also the main water sports beach in Mykonos, with kayaking, stand-up paddleboarding, wakeboarding, and flyboarding on offer. Numerous hotels and villas surround the beach, excellent bus connections to Mykonos Town, and hourly water taxis to other South Coast beaches in high season. Studded with beach umbrellas, Ioannis is a narrow sandy crescent on Mykonos' west coast and is a favorite sunset watching spot. There's an excellent seafood restaurant, Hippie Fish, and a couple of boutique hotels on the hillside overlooking the Aegean. Several daily buses from Mykonos run by the steep short access road down to Ioannis, turning around in the parking lot near the picturesque Cycladic church by the sea. From Ioannis, it's a 10-minute walk past the church and around the headland to the small, sheltered, and practically deserted cove of Psarou Beach. Stefanos is the beach nearest to the new port at Tourlos, about 2.5 kilometers from the old port and about 3 kilometers from the heart of Mykonos Town. It's a small sandy beach with a handful of restaurants and beach clubs, including the amazing Limnios Tavern on the hill overlooking the beach and offering gorgeous sunset views and flavorful Greek comfort foods. This is not the most beautiful beach in Mykonos, but it is great for swimming and protected from the winds and popular with locals. The area is easily accessible and well connected by buses to and from Mykonos Town. With its teal waters, Psarou Beach in the south is one of the island's most popular beaches. It's a particular favorite with families and honeymooners due to its relaxed atmosphere and powdery white sand, and it's also a minor water sports center, with windsurfers and water skiers bouncing on the waves further away from the shore. There are a few beach clubs covering much of the beach, with a couple of good restaurants and a small mall-like plaza with boutique shopping. Elia Beach is a long, white, sandy beach on the south coast of Mykonos, reachable via boat taxi from nearby beaches during summer peak season. There's only one restaurant here, Elia Mykonos, and it's a good place for seafood, while the attached bar serves beers and cocktails. The restaurant rents out beach chairs, but while the beach gets busy with sun worshippers, it has a much more relaxed vibe to it than most other South Coast beaches. There are also water sports rentals available at Elia. A short scramble along the rocks from the west end of the beach takes you to the small, pretty Agrari beach in a sheltered bay. There are a handful of higher-end hotels in the surrounding hillsides here. Exclusive villas dot the hillside above the sheltered cove of Super Paradise Beach, accessible via a steep, narrow access road. Super Paradise is dominated by its namesake beach bar and club, and during summer peak season, beach parties kick off in the afternoons and continue until the wee hours of the morning. Nightly international DJ sets and rubbing shoulders with supermodels and other partying celebrities is part of the experience. During the day, the beach is a good spot for sipping a cocktail while working on your tan. Hourly shuttle buses from Mykonos Town during high season run late into the night, while boat taxis serve the beach during the day. An equally big draw for revelers, Paradise Beach, also in the south, has two clubs to choose from. Paradise Club, with a hugely popular beach bar, surrounded by mounds of empty Dom Perignon bottles, and Cavo Paradiso, a 5-minute walk away on a headland overlooking the waves. Both attract big-name international DJs and the party goes on till dawn. In daytime, during peak season, the sandy beach is popular with young, trendy sunbathers in various states of undress. Topless and nude sunbathing is welcome here. In low and shoulder seasons, families take over, and the beach can be reached either by frequent shuttle from Mykonos Town or by water taxi. The best hotels in Mykonos are spread around the island. Mykonos Town has the most luxury hotels, but there are many other locations to stay in if you want a luxurious stay. The best Mykonos beach hotels are concentrated in Ioannis, Ornos, Platis Gialos, and Elia Beach. The best cheap Mykonos hotels are found in Mykonos Town and back from the beach in Ornos and Platis Gialos. We recommend staying in one of three places: Mykonos Town, Ornos, or Platis Gialos. Check out our Mykonos travel guide for more detailed information, including where to stay, what to do, ferry port information, and the best hotels, restaurants, beaches, and clubs. We've also got lots of other great travel guides and content for popular destinations around the world at santorinidave.com. Follow us on social media, and thanks for watching.